Malvina. Here we go. What is a shaken bacons? So, I had a bit of a nap this afternoon. It was longer than I was expecting, and now I not going to be able to go to sleep, and well, there's arenas to be done, so hey, here we are. Here we are. Bada bada boom ba. Off of Discord I go. And yeah, just gonna sit back, chill on out, and beat up some of these arena opponents. Well, I may have a look at the mutant quest in Cavalier. Get back up and stay down. Boom. Get up and stay down. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess we got Mr. Panels and Malvina watching. That's what's gonna be my guess. Yes it is. So I was going to get the T4B Arena done first, and then I was thinking, well, the T4B Arena is going to go until Tuesday, whereas the Sunday Arena one is done Monday morning. So I may as well actually get that one done first, because I've got all day Monday and most of Tuesday to get the T4B done. So yeah, we'll stop here at 830,000 and get her on going in the Shard Arena, which only maxes out at, wait, what did I say, Tuesday? So that will take me into, yeah, so late afternoon Tuesday. Alright. So, let's get this nonsense going. This is a nonsense. I would assume that at this kind of time I should find a few British people up in the air.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.
Oh, Lakers bodyguard is awake. Jeez, dude. Oh, I guess you don't work tomorrow, so why not, right? Oh, what happened? That's what happened. Yeah. So 1.5 million in this arena actually doesn't take that long. There's been other times where I think, what was it, I just basically got the multiplier, the 3 times multiplier, and then went to bed, got up with like an hour and a half left in the arena and was able to get max milestones, so it's not too bad. For the strong silent type of you that are there, not saying anything. Have any of you watched, it's a new show on HBO called Raised by Wolves? I just watched the first episode earlier. Looks interesting. Basically, it just seems like a android lost its mind, and it's kind of about it. Although it looks like she's got powers, which is weird because you'd think they'd only be able, well, I guess if they, outgrow their programming, I suppose. But you'd think they'd only be able to do what their programming and capabilities dictated, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be an interesting concept. Come on, man. What are you doing? Bro. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Did incursions today. So my partner and I, we've been doing incursions together for, well, I guess basically since they've been incursions. When it was still dungeons, it was usually just not random, but people, not specific people from my alliance, like it was just different people all the time. But since it's been incursions, it's been myself in the same alliance mate pretty much every time. And for the most part, what we would do is at the beginning of the month, when the incursions reset, we would do up to Rune 10 of Sector 7 to get the Sector 7 Rune 10 milestones plus the overall milestones, which reset once a month. So now that it's changed over where you have sector, anyway, so we would always be able to get to Room 10 and then do the maximum for Room 6, whatever. Not really a big problem. Then just now when Sector 8 came out, we did Sector 8 day 1, got to Room 10, so got the max room milestones and general milestones. So tonight we tried Sector 7. We got all the way to Room 10 and and then failed on the final boss. And it was kind of bad. Like, he got stuck on his side, but I thought he was already done. So then I was going at the boss noted, where it degens the 3% or whatever. But he still had one champion up, so he went at it. He wasn't successful. So then I was like, well, I'll just revive and finish this off, because it was the Ultron boss. The issue was that he had life cycle, so I couldn't just zerg him down. I had to, knock him down a couple times for the shield to drop. But because so when I had entered prior to entering the boss within this room, I figured it would be like every other time we're gonna get clear. That's no big deal. So I had a bunch of small incursion potions, and I'm like, well, I'm never going to get to use these, so I may as well use them all up right now. But there's a cap in how many items you can use per room, and I used all 5. So I got the revive. I bought the revive. Now you can actually get single revives for incursions, which is good, because prior it used to be only team. Anyways, yeah, and I was using 6-star Corvus, which, man, every fight was like, I think the most hits for any of the fights was 16, and that was on a boss node. Anyways, so yeah, buy the revive, and even when I bought the revive, I forgot that I already maxed out in my items for the room, so I couldn't revive, so we had to leave the room as is. But if I hadn't used the little health pots earlier, the revive would have been fine, because I would have gone in, simply done a couple heavies to get the shield down, and then do a heavy and then an L3, and it would have been over. But that was my story of incursions for the day. So there you go. There you go. Man, I gotta stop sleeping in the afternoons or napping in the afternoons. That's why I end up being up late, and then the next day. But what I need to do, well, it's not going to happen. I know it's what I should be doing. But go to bed at 10, 11 my time, wake up at like 6, 8, and then, you know, just have a regular day. But no, I wake up at like 10 to 11, do stuff, nap for a while, then I'm up until like this kind of time. Ugh, redonkulousness. Redonkulousness. It's funny, I used to play StarCraft when I couldn't sleep. But now I'm doing MCOC. But mainly it's because I got things that I can actually accomplish in MCOC. StarCraft was just more for, you know, the hell of it kind of thing. There's nothing specific I was trying to do there. So we're at 2.5 for the multiplier. Boy, I'm happy that the war season is done in a couple days. So by the end of war season, I'm just like, oh, just let it be over. But once the season rewards are out, I'm going to believe in my alliance and fly solo for a little while. Figure I'll be able to get... I want to set up some stuff on Discord, on the Discord server I set up. Not that Alliance War and Quest take that much time, but actually a big part of it is just reading the line chat for the Alliance stuff. So once I leave the Alliance, I'll probably leave that. It might stay in there a little bit, just whatever, something to read or whatever. But yeah. So I'll be able to get some stuff done on Discord. And then the video series that I was doing in regards to the Abyss, I figure I should be able to pump out a couple more of those videos a little bit quicker. So I got 2 parts up so far. I want to do the 3rd part for Path 1, which will be the last part for that. And then do a general overview for the Collector, which will be a separate video. And then what I'm going to end up doing is all of the subsequent paths, when I get to the last part of them that would cover the Collector, I'm just simply going to say, okay, here's the Collector abilities. This is what it cost me on this path, but here's the link to the Collector overview for the entire thing. So, and it's good because I ended up recording one entire Collector fight. It wasn't done very well, but whatever. It shows the whole fight. So I think what I'm going to do is basically break it down, and as his health percentages change, just highlight what his abilities become as his health drops. But then, you know what? So that last one, the one that I ended up recording, where it didn't turn out as well, like the actual fight, I think it took me 21 revives. And prior to that was 17 revives, which was, the 17 revives was the very first time that I fought him. Which I think, you know, okay, so 17 is a fair bit, but I think fair enough. It's the very first time you fought him, and I hadn't changed masteries, right? I was just using the regular non-suicide masteries for him. So yeah, I think, at least for me, the 21 revives on the one where I really didn't do well, it was actually not that bad. It was the first time streaming anything, and also I don't really like doing any long or difficult fights with the cord plugged into the computer, so that's a little bit of an irritation. And then I didn't realize, but actually I do rely on the sound a fair bit for some fights. I knew previously that, who am I looking for? Oh, Karnak. I knew that previously I needed sound for when facing Yondu. Yeah, if I had sound off and I was fighting Yondu, it was just terrible. Now I'm more used to the animation, so I can go without the sound for him. But yeah, I think the entire Collector fight, I think it ended up being like 15 to 17 minutes. Most of it is revives and potting up, but still. Booyah. Hey Malvina, if you are there, I closed Discord, so just in case you're we're messaging and wondering why I wasn't responding. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this whole series done. Not so much, like, I mean, maybe people will find it useful, but just so that I, like, the practice of, like, making the videos and blah, 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 I think it'll be good, because it should end up being, so let's say if we say 3 parts per path, I think there'll be a couple paths that might be 4 parts. So if it was 3 per 4, so that's looking at 12. So I'd probably say 15 parts in total, and then 16 with the collector one, which will be separate. And then I might do maybe another one, just kind of like the general overview of the total units, resources used, and a synopsis of the most difficult and then the easiest fights. So it could end up being about 17 parts in total. It isn't bad. And I think the good thing with that is that I don't expect that anybody would find all 17 parts useful. But each video is going to have timestamps for the specific boss encounter. So if there's something in particular that somebody's looking for, like, you know, okay, I want to know how much Iron Man Infinity War on path 1 cost as opposed to path 5. That'd be something that they'd be able to find. The main thing for it, I am gonna have a few. Well, I already have 3 clips of fights. So there's a little bit of fighting, Aegon versus Thing. Well, actually, there's two clips of that. But the reason there's 2 clips is one is kind of to highlight what Proxima does, and then also one to highlight what Heimdall does for him. And then there's one where I'm fighting 4-star Doom against Hyperion. The Hyperion from 536. So it's not the Abyss fight, but it's pretty close to what the Abyss fight would be. Other than the Hyperion I'm fighting is on a power gain node with corners, so he's gaining power a lot quicker, which then ends up meaning I gain quicker with Doom faster, so there's more L3s as opposed to the medium, lights, and then an L1. So more, it's just a medium, a bunch of lights, and then an L3 over and over and over. But the concept's still the same. And then for path 4 and 5, I think maybe some of 3, I did record some fights. So I'll have those in those videos and explain. Oh Lord, I'm talking. You don't want to know who I'm talking to, fool. Bro, should you? Hey, are you doing the next Abyss path today? V2 is the extra large champions, right, Melvin? And Sasquatch would be extra large, so yeah, he should do well there. Oh, what did you do? What did you do? Did you already start on your Abyss thing, Lakers? Yeah, Venom. I used Venom for a lot of that at R4, and he did quite well. And I've got Venom at R2 now. I'm going to end up using him for Variant 5 whenever I get around to that. How? Wait, you're doing Path 4, right, Lakers? How far did you make it when you used the 25 revives? Please don't tell me that was all on Darkhawk though, bro. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? I'll be 100% honest. On Path 5, when I did Massacre, and I realized I fucked up. I should have backed out because at that point I had used 2,100 units, I think, up to Massacre. But then Massacre himself. Yeah, okay. But then Massacre himself ended up costing me 2,000. No, it wasn't. It wasn't 25 revives with Darkhawk. That would be so bad. Although, you know what? So I say that, but when I said that, I was thinking of the first fight because he is the first fight on the path. But there is a Darkhawk further in, so actually, that would be kind of understandable because if you got that far in, you don't want to back out then, right? But I didn't bring Corvus in. Yeah, no. Oh, wait. Who are you using for the Darkhawk, though? Are you using Void or are you using Torch? Because even the second Darkhawk. Oh, but if you have Corvus and you already have the tech charge, he won't steal your power. So actually, it's not too bad with Corvus for the second Darkhawk.
Jack it up.
Okay, yeah, if you're using Void, it's not bad. Like, you're looking at, what, 2-3 revives at the most? So wait, you're doing path 4, right? Let me just look at the map here. Hey, hey Lakers, are you up for a while or are you going to bed soon? You're doing path 4. Okay, that's not too bad though, dude. That's the third fight, so you know. It's a hell of a lot better than if it was further in. 20 minutes, okay. Yeah. I have a video of Corvus versus Killmonger. You want me to link it? I mean, I'm sure you know what to do already. It's not. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I had a. Oh, I wonder if I didn't upload it. Some of it. That sucks. Why did I upload that? Yeah, man. Luke Cage is annoying as hell. And it sucks, right? Because, so you've got 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 times you got to put up with that moron. Because there's just the first time when you fight Thing, and then the 5th time when you fight IMIW. Other than that, every time you've got to fight freaking Luke Cage. Yeah, and you know what's stupid? There's an easy way to deal with him, and I know how to do it, but yet when I fight him, I don't do it. So basically, what you want to do, you go and you do your stuff with him. You make sure he doesn't have power, and then you just wait until that message comes up where it's like fight me coward or whatever, because he's more likely to attack you then. So when you see that, you just hold your block at that or your heavy at that point, because then he's most likely to attack you, and then you, because of that, you end up intercepting him and so on and so forth. But yeah, I knew that, but I just didn't do it. And the couple times I did do it, it paid off, but I should just be more consistent with that. So how long were you without internet? That must have sucked. Wait, hey Melvin, I thought you said you were doing variant 3. Oh dear, this is feeling like a reset fight. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Yeah. So what? Do you know what happened? Was it like a transformer or something that went down, or stuff due to the fires, or you just didn't pay your bill? Yes, Melbourne. Abomination, Gladiator Hulk, Sentinel, Warlock, Red Hulk, there's probably others, but that's about all I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah. Yeah, I remember actually a while ago in my area, and whatever it is like just straight across the street from me, so I can actually see it. I don't. So I think because I heard like a loud crack, it sounded like lightning or thunder, I guess. But it was a clear day, and then right after that, my internet went down. I contacted the ISP, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's an outage." Oh no, initially they're like, "Oh, we don't see any outages," blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Okay, well, you know, it's been down." At that point, it hadn't been down very long, but I was just kind of curious, like, what's going on. And then I think I called them back, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, there's an outage in your area," blah blah. And then a couple hours later, I saw like a utility truck outside working on the whatever the hell the thing is, and then by midday it was back up. He's trying to be a big boy, saying he can stay up late. Well, dude, you didn't ask 5-star. You said what? Who's a medium or extra large champ that can immune poison? That's what you asked. I don't know who you have as 5-star, Stagger. They're all gonna have kind of bleed, okay. So do you figure you'll still go ahead with AOL, your path tomorrow? Oh, hey, and you know, okay, well, path 4, because you can still use, you can use a Corvus for Massacre, but you know to try to, as much as you can, to keep your combo low on Aegon before you get to Massacre. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet, eh? Well, 25 units by 40, what are you looking at? Oh, yeah, they would have taken a hit. Yeah, 1,000 units. But yeah, Corvus can definitely do the Massacre fight. Shoot, I don't... Why didn't I upload any of that crap? But yeah, basically, Corvus versus Massacre, what you want to do is 2 hits, back out, Massacre should block, and then you hit into the block 4 times, back out, he'll come at you, 2 hits, so on and so forth. For whatever reason, I could not get that rotation going with Aegon, which would have been so much better. But yeah, it was pretty consistent with Corvus doing that. And yes, doing that you will end up losing your charges, but that's fine because when you hit Massacre and he's not blocking, you reduce his block efficiency, so that when you do have your charges back, you're hitting it harder while he's blocking. So you actually do want to hit him when you don't have charges. You want to hit him not into his block. Ooh, lordy. That boy took a hit. Oh, what? That boy needs some milk, as Glyssa would say. Hey, Lackers, are you on my Discord? Oh, this is not looking pretty. Okay, screw it. We're going in, people. We are going... Uh-oh. It's not going to work, is it? Yeah. Aegon can do Morningstar. Lower. Okay. He's going to drop the bleed. And then with Morningstar, every 10 hits, I think, if you don't heavy, she becomes unstoppable. But by that point, you should have a high enough combo with Aegon that he's going to reduce the ability accuracy of the opponent. So you can just basically keep hitting and you'll surpass the 10, not do the heavy, and she won't get unstoppable. Sometimes she still will. So, I mean, if you want to be cautious and go slow, you could stop, try to do a heavy every 8th hit or so. But for the most part, if you're really paying attention, you can do it. And if she does proc the unstoppable, you can just back away and let it run out. Yeah, Morningstar was not a bad fight at all. Let me see here. Hood is a bit annoying because he's more likely to throw his L2 or L3, so he's going to be invisible a fair bit. And so what you kind of want to do, because with him he's going to inflict an incinerate on you, so you obviously don't want to have that incinerate on you when he's invisible. So you kind of just hold off a little bit. Make sure the incinerate procs on you hit him prior to him getting to his L2, so that you drop the incinerate, let him become invisible and fine. MCOC. Wait. Oh, path 4. Right. Morningstar. Okay, so it took me 9 revives with Aegon for Morningstar. And it took me 8 for the Hood. So... I think they're both high health pools, though. The Hood could definitely be done in less than 8. It's just a matter of, like I said, watching that incinerate and hitting him at the proper time. And Morningstar... Yeah, that could be done for less, too. Oh, you don't have Proxima on your team, right? I'm guessing not if you've got Corvus, because that's probably your 5th. Yeah, okay, good. Because, yeah, you really don't want to... I mean, you're going to end up having a high combo on him anyways, because he's going to do so many of the fights prior to Massacre, but you want to keep your combo as low as possible. Actually, speaking of, well, I guess another option for Morningstar might not, no, maybe I'm just thinking you could do Corvus, because at least while you've got charges, he's going to be bleed immune, and then you would just have to watch, well, no, because then when he loses his charges, you're not really going to be able to hit her, so yeah, probably not a good idea. So do you figure you'll be streaming any of it tomorrow, or you'll be... Wait, if you're at Gulf... Okay, yeah, so you still got a fair ways. So you figure you would stream any of it tomorrow, or just get it done off stream? Oh, did Malvina go to bed? Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, most of the extra large champions are poison immune, I think. Because Hyperion's poison immune, who's not extra large. Captain Marvel movie. Mephisto. Omega Red. Okay, yeah, no, there's a fair few who aren't extra large. Ah, okay. Yeah, man, I don't know how people get that done in one sitting, man. Holy smokes. Like, none of the paths I did, there's no way I would have been able to get any of those done. Well, they all took me 2 days. Um, I can do arena for a fair bit of time, but I couldn't do like a whole path of AOL in one go. And then yeah, man, streaming that would be like, I mean, I streamed my second last collector fight, and that ended up being the most revives I used for him in total. The streaming wasn't the issue though; it was more having the cord plugged into the computer. I just found that uncomfortable. But yeah, I think if I had tried to stream it all, I think I would have probably added about 3,000 units to the entire run. Considering how much, well, I'm just thinking though, because the most that I had used on the collector prior was 17 revives, and then the one I was streaming was 21, so that was only 4 extra revives, and that is the most difficult fight, and it's the one where I would have relied on sound the most. So maybe, yeah, but it would have definitely been more costly if I had been streaming, for sure. Maybe not 3,000 units more, but more for sure. When you started in the Abyss, you were just over 20,000, right? 20,000 units? So in total, it ended up taking me 24,000 units to do all 5 baths. And take out the screw up with Massacre, it should have been around 21 to 22,000. Yeah, but between when you started the Abyss to now, you haven't bought, 5,000 worth of cats, have you? Did you see the offer they have today? The cash offer? I find that kind of interesting. So you can buy it 4 times for a total of $200. You could end up, so if you buy it all 4, you end up with a 6-star basic and 6 5-star basics. It's all shards. But $200 for nothing guaranteed. I think that's crazy. Not crazy for them to put the offer out, because fine, but I think it's crazy that somebody would buy that. That being said, I could definitely see if you had 8,000 6-star shards, so you're so close to getting another 6-star crystal, I could see buying it once. But, I mean, buying it the 4 times to get a 6-star crystal, I think that's just crazy. Because that's $200 for you don't know what. Okay. So then if you're looking at which is 15, so you use about 4,500. Okay, so yeah, so that's not bad then. Because if you started at about 20,000, you use 5, so that's 15. So you've used what, about 5, a little bit more than 5 for the Abyss that you've done up to this point? That's not bad at all, dude. Wait, what? So you started with 20? Or did you start with more than 20? Yeah, that's apt. But even as a whale, that's ridiculous, right? I don't care how much money you got. Why are you going to put $200 towards something that you have no clue what you're getting from it, right? Like if it was like the July 4 Cyber Monday, where you know there's definite things you're getting, like T4B, T2A, whatever, right? Units and stuff like that. Okay, I can see that. As well as the shards, because okay, then you've got that random factor. But this is strict random factor, right? That's pretty crazy. I will be right back. Right back. And you may rejoice, for I have returned. Returned indeed. But yeah, man, I can't see anywhere else in life where you would give somebody $200 and be like, okay, give me whatever I'm gonna get. Oh Lord, Lord, oh Lord. But yeah, I could see doing that on July 4th or Cyber Time. But again, that's because you know up front you're getting other things, like you're going to get the units, you're going to get whatever extras with the units, and then you're also getting the chance from the shards that you may get. But I thought it was really funny when they came with the last week with the random 5-star awakening gem. I thought that was so funny because the week prior they had a 5-star awakening gem where you got to pick your class, and we've got 2 awakening gems from the island stuff and the awakening gem from the calendar. So why you would buy a random awakening gem now? Now I think in that case the island stuff wasn't intended to be disclosed, right? Like it was supposed to be a chance at the awakening gems, and I think their deal stuff they have in the works long before the content necessarily hits. So I get why those came out, so fine. But if anybody bought the random awakening gem, that was honestly a stupid decision. Because you're getting three random ones for free, and then you got one where you picked your class that you could pay for. So now I think somebody who's like, yeah, fine, I can pick my class, but I don't want to spend for for the awakening gem. And then a week later, oh damn it, I need this class. I better go for the gem. Oh boy. Although at the time, like we were talking about it in my Alliance chat, and I was saying for the one where you got to pick your class, to me, unless you had an Aegon unawakened and you were intending to do the Abyss within a days of buying that, there was no need to buy it. So the way I was looking at it was you would only buy it for the skill awakening for Aegon to go into the Abyss. Other than that, I saw no reason why somebody should buy that one, even though you got to pick the class. Because anything else, like if you had, a Corvus you wanted to awaken, or an Omega, or Ghost, anybody else, all right? None of the stuff they would allow you to do would you need to be in a rush for. In which case, you could have waited for the Summoner Appreciation calendar one, or the ones from the island So when Gulk hits 20%, he no longer regens. So once he's no longer regenning, you could go in with whoever. So you could go in with Corvus at that time to get the charge. The only thing is when he hits the 20%, his specials are unblockable. So the special one, it's weird. The special one is never a problem for me. Like if I'm facing him in war or I'm facing him in arena or wherever. But for whatever reason, the special one was problematic for me in the Abyss. Every time he would get to the special one, it would hit me, and because it was unblockable, it would kick my ass. So in the Abyss, I found the special too much easier. It would just back up a bit, wait for him to do his jump, and then dex that last thing, and it was fine. But yeah. And that fight is so RNG, oh my god. The first time I faced him, because I'd used Void for Dark Hawk. No. Void, the first time I faced him, Void was at full health. So it was a slow fight to get Void to the 25 or whatever percent where Gulk does the healing. Anyways, so I did that. I think the initial time, I think he triggered the regen good. So I saw it worked, and I'm like, okay. So Void ended up dying. So I used a 40% revive on Void so I could withstand a little bit of damage until I got my debuffs on him. But then pretty much every time after, I would hit the 20% with Void, and Gulk wouldn't trigger his regen. He would keep triggering the attack boost. I'm like, what the hell? And the second time I faced him, though, he triggered the regen much more often. And then the first time I faced him, I used Nick Fury once Gulk was at the 20%. Because then Void, you could still do it. Void is going to be a long fight, but he's not getting the benefit of the regen reversal. But yeah, the Gulk and then the Old Man Logan fight, the Cable fights, I really annoyed me. Not because they were difficult fights or whatever, but just because they're normally, like the RNG part of it, I didn't like at all. Because same thing with Cable. Like every time he would get to a bar of power, he would keep going with the power gain. He'd never go with the regen. So, that would have been so good if he kept going with the regen for Void to reverse that. But no. Yeah, so buy Gulk. But when you're done Gulk, you should have 3 charges on Corvus. Because you would have gotten the tech and the auto block from Darkhawk, and then the Avenger from Gulk. And then I think you face... Oh no, that's right. You face Omega after Massacre. So you get your final charge. Although, wait, you're Path 4. Path 4, do you face Killmonger twice or once? Twice, yeah, twice. Yeah, so the last time, the second time you faced Killmonger, you got all 4 charges. Oh, I just realized now why I never posted any of that stuff to YouTube. So that was, like, I ended up doing Path 4 was my last path. I skipped Path 4, did Path 5, and then came back later and did Path 4. So I ended up doing a lot of recordings during Path 4 because of the Abyss video series I'm doing. So that's why I never uploaded them, because I'm going to make them all those videos part of that video series. Which is actually a little bit stupid, because that video series isn't in regards to strategy or anything. It's just about the cost of it all. So really, there's no reason I shouldn't post those videos separately. Man, I had intended to get a whole bunch of stuff done today, and I didn't do any of it. Oh, shit. Hey, Melvin, do you think if you were like, a worker and, had some extra income and savings and blah, whatever, like if you were, anyway, yeah, if you think if you had the money, you would spend a lot in the game? Like, would you buy that offer today? Oh, Lakers, do you know who Enzo Eigen is? The YouTuber? I saw do a crystal opening today, and his reaction. Oh my lord! Because I didn't even care who he pulled or anything. I thought his reaction was just so cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because you do have the people that. It's funny because I'm pretty sure everybody spends some amount on the game, right? Um, Yet we criticize, somebody who spends $1,000 or whatever, right? But yeah, I don't see it's that individual's money. It's for them to do with as they want, right? Like I don't think we would criticize somebody for spending money on alcohol or on pot or whatever else, but yet we're gonna criticize them for spending money on a video game, like whatever. Yeah, I had that. You're talking about the unit card, Melvin. I was buying that consistently for just over a year, and then when all the problems started coming up in June, July, I'm like, you know what? I'm done giving them money. If I see like for a fair bit of time where we don't consistently see problems that are like back end infrastructure problems on their part, then yeah. Is it the L1 that's the problem, Lakers? Yeah. So if we go a long period of time without seeing those kind of back end problems, then I could see doing the unit card again. But I just don't see why I'm going to give them money when it's not progressing what they're doing, right? Because they're basically, okay, yes, we've got Cavalier difficulty, but in all honesty, that is no different than what they have been doing since the game's been out, right? We've always had the monthly stuff. Yes, we've got a different difficulty, but that doesn't change the our interaction, right? And yet the stability of the game has gotten worse. So I don't get why we'd give them money. Yeah, man, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, that specific fight in the Abyss, that L1 is so hard to evade. Shit. Who was I supposed to use that? Yes. You can also use Aegon to get him down like to 10 or 8%, and then use Corvus for that last little bit, because Aegon will get him down pretty quick. Oh no, I'm lying. Because the crit damage is reduced or something like that. Because that's right, I went in with Aegon expecting that to be the case, and then he did like no damage. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. So yeah, you could use Nick Fury to get him down a little bit further. Man, that fight would be so good though, eh? If you went in with Void at like 35% or whatever, you get your Petrifies and Fear of the Void up, he procs, regen, boom. Okay, good. Then you revive. If you revive twice, that happens. And then you're down to like 25% or whatever left on him. But no. It's funny, who would have ever thought that Gladiator Hulk was going to be a difficult fight? Shit. It's funny because I think overall Torch is better in the Abyss than Void. Granted, I only had Void as an option, But when the first path, I don't think it matters because you've only got 2 fights where you're going to use Torch or Void, and the 2 fights, I don't think it makes a hell of a lot of difference. I think Torch can one-shot Mephisto. If you screw up and you waste your pre-fight on that, I think it makes it much more difficult. And then the Mortal fight, I think either of them you're looking at not a guaranteed one-shot. So I think the real discussion or debate about who to bring would be bringing Doom or a different Mystic. For most of it, like if you got Korg and you've got Red Skull, then I think Doom, I don't think there's going to be a better Mystic. But when you're considering like Captain Marvel movie, because pretty much any Mystic is going to do what they need to do there. The Champion, I think Hyperion Doom is far superior than anyone else. But then I think Venom the Duck, Sim Supreme is far superior than anyone else. So. But it is kind of good though to have something like that where there's so much variety that you can, like different people can do different things. I think the one thing that there is definitely no argument about is the benefit Aegon brings to the table for AOL. Because pretty much every other champion you would bring for almost every fight, I think the one fight, because so Deadpool, Torch will work, I think Warlock will work. There might be other options, but like the fights where you use Aegon, absolutely you can use other champs, but there's none of them that are going to do as well as Aegon will. At least not that are currently in the game. Hell, and there's even fights where Aegon isn't the best option and he probably does better than a lot of others. Shit. I was really considering taking Hulkbuster when I had the 2 Havocs. But you know what? Thinking about it now, I should have taken Hulkbuster because what happened there, I took Proxima because I wanted the combo shield. And it was because of Proxima that the Massacre fight ended up being so bad. So yeah, if I had to, I just realized that if I had taken Hulkbuster, the entire thing would have been so much better. Son of a bitch. Oh well. And actually, here's the thing. Hulkbuster may have been terrible for Havoc, which, okay, fine. But then I would have ended up using Aegon for it. But then my combo wouldn't have been as high. So yeah, okay, Hulkbuster could have been a bust. But it would have saved me from bringing Proxima. I wonder how long we're looking at until we get another thing like this. Because we had, 2 years between LOL and AOL? Like, I wonder if it's going to be that long before the next thing like this. Like, where it's a very large, or not necessarily large, but substantial piece of content. That's just long as hell. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. Yeah, Melvin, though. I think, yeah, if you are going to say, hey, I'm going to spend, a couple bucks a month or whatever on this game, I think the unit card is your best bet. I think it's actually better than the sigil. Because everything you get in the sigil, you get in the game by simply playing the game. I mean, you could say the same thing about the unit card, because you get units. You get the biggest chunk of units from Arena. So if you don't want to do Arena, you're missing out on a lot of units, but that's fine. But yeah, the sigil. I think the 2 probably biggest benefits of the sigil are the increased inventory space and the featured crystal, the reduced cost. Yeah. Right, because it's he reduces your crit damage, but then it's not crit bleeds, it's just regular bleeds. So yeah, that's true. Good point, good point. But just make sure you don't kill him with Aegon. You want to make sure you get the killing blow with Corvus. Hey, Lakers, did you end up finding a new place? Because you had been looking for a while. Oh, you can get those bleeds higher too if you use the L2 when he's got a bunch of Furies on him. Man, I remember when Mysterio's L1 was like so difficult to avoid. Shoot. And of course, he was difficult to avoid when I was doing Act 6. Damn it. Ooh, I want to do a Path of the Mutant quest in Cavalier difficulty. Well, not the mutant quest, but the one where the mutants get the benefit. I want to have a go at that with Omega Red. I have a feeling he's going to be pretty good. And I think Blade should be okay for Magic at the end, because I think she's stunnable. And I don't think she'd bleed immune, so it should make it not too bad. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, because it seemed like a lot of people were having problems with her. So I think if Blade was good for her, it shouldn't have been too problematic. So. Yeah, probably shouldn't say shit until I actually go in there. 2:10 a.m. What time is it for you, Lakers? Like 1 a.m.? Well, look at this guy. The guy with the metal mask, metal gun, metal boots is not considered a metal champion. Okay, then. Oh, wait. Maybe those aren't... They look like steel toe boots. Kind of funny though, eh? You had like Corvus and other champions that have been in the game for a long ass time, weren't considered metal champions, and then all of a sudden, hey, we've got a new champion who takes advantage of metal champions. Let's update these old champions to be metal as well. Okay. Sleazy mother. Sleazy people. $80,000 to go. Melvin, what you doing, Melvin? Lakers, have you done Sector 8 for incursions yet? Man, that was a lot less of a headache than I was expecting. Holy cow. I was really thinking that was going to be difficult, but... I mean, I only went to room 10, so maybe beyond room 10 it gets a lot harder, but up to room 10 was not bad at all. Sadly, though, I think the only thing I'm going to be using the artifacts for are the 6-star shards. And it's so many artifacts for so few 6-star shards. who are you mainly? What class are you intending to go for from your Abyss Nexus Lakers? And what champ in particular are you hoping to get? Oh, okay. That's a good option for sure. Because you already got a 6-star Omega, right? A 6-star Omega duped. No, obviously you got the Aegon. And you have Warlock, right? Is a 5-star? Yeah. Science, you've got Corvus. Mystic, you've got Doom. Yeah, okay. That's a good choice. Man, I went for tech, hoping for Warlock, but okay. So one champ out of that entire tech pool, I could understand I was going to get him. So then I wanted it was going to be Warlock was number one, then Ghost or Gilly 2099, and son of a bitch, the crystal had both Ghost and Gilly 2099, no Warlock. Son of a bitch. So I went Gilly 2099. Figured somebody new. Ghost is already maxed 5-star. There seems to be, they're not nerfing Ghost, but they're introducing champions that reduce her effectiveness by having champions who inflict armor break without even touching you. And I think we're going to see more of that, or nodes, or whatever it is. And I think that's a direct response to Ghost. It's going to be interesting because I think we're going to see something like that end up happening with Quake stuff too, where the champion herself will not be changed, but we're going to see specific nodes and specific champion abilities brought into the games just to reduce that specific champion's effectiveness. But yeah, man, I do not like the idea of don't have to touch you, but I can armor break you. Like that, I don't like that at all. I could see it. It's plausible for Magneto for metal champions, which yes, Ghost is a metal champion, so okay. But how Silver Surfer has that ability, and how Arcus has that ability, and I think Terrax as well. I don't like that at all. I'm absolutely fine with, okay, if they parry me or if they hit me and I'm absolutely okay with that. But to be able to just stand back and hold your heavy and armor break, or just proximity armor break, I don't care for that at all. Although I guess maybe they've got to come up with ways to reduce the effectiveness of some of their superb champions, right? All right, let's have a look at this Cavalier. Yeah, we'll save the T4B for tomorrow. I think I'm already maxed out on the solo event for Arena wins. And even so, if not, yeah, we are. And yeah, okay. Items. Normally I use this to. Oh man, I think I was close to 10. Let me see here. Might have been over 10. Well, the first time though was a lot more, because like I was saying earlier, the RNG on him was terrible. Terrible. Wait, are you still facing him? But when I did the Gulk fight the first time, that whole path, I don't know what it was. I felt fine, like I wasn't feeling ill, but I just was not into it at all. So yeah, so on that path he took me 10. Took me 10 revives. I used Void, Nick Fury, and Corvus Glaive. And the first time I faced him, he took me 13. So I did get a little bit better the second time. Not much. Only 3 revives worth. No, that's no more than 10%. Yeah, because Corvus should be doing more than 2,000. Oh. Huh. Maybe. But he's a big health pool, right? Like he's a 5 million health pool? Yeah, man. How many revives do you figure it took? You have Nick Fury with you, right? Okay, that's not bad. Like I said, my first time was 13, and then my second time was 10. So, if you have Nick Fury, Yellow Jacket's not bad at all. It does take a bit to get used to the rotation for it. Let me see what I had. So Yellow Jacket, you want to deal with him pretty much the same as you deal with Invisible Woman, where you get off your 2 L1s and then you're unblockable. Oh, and the thing is too with Nick Fury, when you're in the real Nick Fury, you're unstunnable. So when he gets Power Sting on you, you just let it fall off, right? Because he won't be stunned when it falls off. Let's see here, path 4, Yellow Jacket. Yeah, so that took me 11 revives for Yellow Jacket with Nick Fury. And the first time I faced him, it took me 8. So yeah, that's not a terrible fight. So what you want to do there, because each time he throws a special, he ends up gaining power faster. So what you want to do is use your L1s as quick as you can, get him to an L1 and a little bit beyond that, and back out, let him throw it. And then once you get him where he's got 2 bars of power, he doesn't go above that. So you just get him in the corner, you just keep hitting him. You're unblockable, so if he blocks, you just keep hitting him. His L2 is not too bad to dex. You just basically, when he starts doing it, you back up twice. So back up, hold for a second, and just as the beam comes out, you back up the 3rd time, then you go back in. And if he's thrown enough specials, after he throws a special 2 and you start hitting him, he's going to get right back to his special 2, so you just corner him again and beat his buggy ass. But the hard part is getting to that point. But once you get there, it's like, I shall squash you, little bug. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. So I'm thinking for this, I'm going to do this. So that. This is probably irrelevant because I'm not going to end up using him. But so be it. And this. And this. Now. No. 9. Hey, do you know what a German's favorite number is? 9. Oh, dear. It's late. What can I say? Oh. Oh, okay, that's not even an option. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so that I think, because that's going to give me what I need for Omega. And then Blade and Starkey, because that will make the Danger Sense more powerful. And then the bleed will fall off of Blade. Now, let me make sure that magic is stunnable and can bleed. And I will be right back. Okay. So, let's see what we're working with. The defender gains 5% of their max power each time a buff is nullified, expires, okay. All special attacks are unblockable, doesn't matter. The duration of the attacker's buff is reduced by a second, okay, doesn't matter. The next buff, okay, doesn't matter. The attacker's dash, defender special. Oh, wow. Yeah, why? Okay, let me get there, then talk, because... And I believe this is Biohazard. Oh no, that's that one in particular. Mutant attackers reduce the potency of bleed debuffs by 50% additionally. Special attack, they purify any bleed debuffs on themselves and gain a permanent. Oh dear. Okay, but if it's Biohazard, I'm gonna keep getting bleed on me, so good. Okay, so maybe Morningstar would be the best place to start. With more power, it's present. Yeah, okay, let's start with her. She's definitely gonna give me bleeds. Make sure there's no revives anywhere first. The amount of times I've started moving and then find that there's a revive somewhere. Lord and Lord. Alright, let's. Oh, wait. Get there and. All right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Shall we? So for the most part, all I should be doing is throwing L3s, really, right? because as long as I keep getting bled, I'm going to get the benefits of the L2, so there's no reason to be throwing the L2s. Yeah, so just L3s. Alright. Wow, this is going to make Omega Red. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's get it on, baby. Wow. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, you know what? This may just warrant. Yes, it may. This just may warrant using a mutant boost, which I never get to use. So, hello. What you got? Dead. D-E-E dead. yeah, I know it's deed, but whatever. You don't know me. Alright. So. Ooh, combat regen. Are you taking on the yellow jacket there, Lakers? Oh, well, if I were to buy one of these... No. Actually, yeah. No. Yeah, 20 hours, plenty of time. No. Okay. So we're pretty much just going to be using the L3. This isn't required, but whatever. I never get to use them at any other time, so... yeah. Oh, you know what? Of course, as soon as I apply it, I'm actually not doing that much damage, but whatever. Ooh, what happened there? Why didn't she... Oh, did she... She's done? Wait, and isn't this... okay. What you got? Stay in your corner. Stay there. So let's see how much power we gain back. Now, that first go? Dude, that's pretty damn good. Somebody must have given you some damn good advice on how to fight that, eh? Oh, she's not... What the hell? She's not stunning me, but I wasn't stunning her for shit. What is this nonsense? Because her ability accuracy reduction is less for mutants. I want to see the manager. Dude, if you got him down to 44% on your first go, that's really good. What did I say it was for me? Like, it was a hell of a lot more, right? Like 8 or 11 or something? 11 on the second, 8 on the first, right? Yeah, shit, that's damn good, bro. Have you already cleared Cavalier? Have you already done the exploration for it? Oh, look at that. 22 per tick. Oh, baby. Baby. Just imagine a rank 2 or rank 3 6-star. Oh, the craziness. You know who else would be not bad here, I think? Namor. You just wouldn't be able to back off for very long at all, but... okay. Oh! But you know not to use your... Oh, are you accidentally throwing your specials after you get the power sting on you? Because if it wears off, you won't get stabbed with Nick Fury. That's a long ass 20 minutes there, Lakers. Juno, damn right, Juno. Why is he gaining so much more power? Oh, crap. Woo. Got lucky there. Who's your daddy? I guess in this case, who's your auntie? Oh dear. So the Apocalypse quest is Mystics get the boost, right? Should be interesting. Interesting indeed. Indubitably do. Malvina? You going off to bed, Malvina? Man, why didn't I have Omega when it would have really helped? Jeez. Such a shame. Ooh, shouldn't laugh too soon. Oh, lordy, lordy. Oh, dear. He did not like me laughing at him at all. No, I'll tell you what, bro. I was laughing with you. You just happened to forget to laugh. So yeah, that power boost really isn't doing that much. I mean, oh boy, look at that regen. Oh, baby. Butchuya. Oh boy. No, have mercy on my soul. Man, that regen was nuts, eh? Holy cow. Oh, don't kill him. Oh, it's gonna kill him. Damn it. Would have been nice to get regen again. Alright. Dude, it's gonna be sweet if this is how they do Cavalier in general. Good for you. How many revives you figure? Uh-oh. Apparently he didn't like my idea coming in to slap him around. He's like, nope, none of that today. None of that today. Wait, is this not have biohazard? Oh yeah, no, it has biohazard. You're just slow as hell to feel the effects of it though, eh? Alright, we got 30. Let's do this nonsense. Well, that's far better than I did. Either time. I think it was 11 and 8. Oh Lord. I know how to pair decks, I promise. I promise, officer. I know. This time I'll get the heal out of it. Well, yeah. You would have used 1 because you screwed up. Well, no, because I guess you could get to the hit cap, so. But you know what I mean. Oop. Oh man, this is so good with Omega. Oh yeah, Lockers, you didn't answer. Have you already done the exploration for Cavalier difficulty? Alright bro, have a good one. Yeah, I should look at that an hour now. Okay, I'll get the magic nonsense going, and then I'm gonna head off too. Ah, okay. Oh, ooh, oh, not pretty at all. So that's how she wants to play, eh? All right, let's play. What happened? Oh, no! Her limbo! She didn't proc it all fight, and then just when it matters, boom, there she goes with it. Okay, yeah, I really don't get why this was such a pain for people. Holy cow. I mean, sure, I could see people not having Blade, but really, who doesn't have Blade? Okay. Yeah. Do I even need to build Porous? Nah. Who needs... Oh, wait, who needs Poise? What's going on is I just pwned magic. That's what's going on. Alright, bro. Have a good one. And, yeah, that's going to be it for me as well, peoples. Anybody that was here, Malvina, Mr. Lakers, thanks for coming and hanging out, keeping me company. Have a good one, and I will catch you later.